Hello all, hope all is well. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. So, Polotsk will take no more than 5 years, as mentioned before. It did jump to January 1613. Let's see here. I need to regain Papal Legate. That's part of the problem. I did wonder. Also, I'm sure somebody would have pointed this out, but I declared my peace in June, July time. What I should have done was waited until... I should have waited until December 31st. Because that would then allow me to not have anybody join the coalition, because there was a couple of people with 51 aggressive expansion, and then the year tick would immediately happen, so it would reduce the likelihood of a coalition. My response is, yes, that's correct. I misplayed. It's fine though. I don't think the coalition will be that big. Also will be people I don't really care about right now. Truth be told. Mulhouse wants my thing because they're at war with Denmark and whatever. What's going on then? Holstein. Dithmarschen conquest of Holstein. That's interesting. So Denmark lost Holstein. The allied to Dithmarschen, and Dithmarschen's like, yeah, let me take Holstein. So essentially they're vicariously taking land from Denmark. I like that. So imports compete with Livonian quality goods. So that I can gain... Nah, let's just gain mercantilism. So I just need to wait for Papal Legate. What? I'm in charge of the thing. I thought it was saying that the Pope was going to be. Right. That's really handy. Because now that I'm Pope, less aggressive expansion, more improved relations. The usual, I showed this before. I lied about the improved relations. But of course, aggressive expansion impact is there, so... That's cool. So yes, I will be integrating Polotsk in no time. This should be the episode where I become Livonia. It's also going to be funny that I become Livonia when I'm the paper controller. That's not the kind of thing you'd really want to do, but you know, seemed like a good idea at the time. Let's see here. I'm gonna stop drilling my armies, I think. Nah, let's keep going. I'm only losing 5 ducats a month. I can just do this. And then I'm basically fine. That's right, I've got a level 2 diplomatic reputation guy. So I'm basically break even for a year and a half. Then once I'm finished integrating Polotsk, I can then go back to a level 1 advisor. Just to keep the money in flow. Or to keep the money flowing, I should say. So now I want to do Kuyavia and Wielpolska as states when I can. I'm still almost 200 over my gov cap though. Tech 17 gives me 250 though. So I can just ruin my corruption even more. And Metal needs a factory, you say? Also quite looking forward to integrating Smolensk. So then I won't have a gap in my wonderful nation. And Kiev, of course. Once I have it all, it will look really nice. So yeah, Tech 17, and then I'll finish up economic ideas, I think. So, what's this? Target allies. Nah, let's just double outrage countries. There will be a coalition bound soon, but for now I don't mind. So the Ottomans are slowly taking out the Mamluks. It's not quite as quick as before, because, of course, I dealt some damage. They might have damaged the Mamluks, but I've damaged them, so it's kind of all equating round. I'll also need Tech 17, apparently, for Mill to keep up. Not the biggest tech in the world, but I don't want to be behind. It does give infantry shock, cavalry shock. Tech 17, Tech 16 are basically no different for my purposes. But that's fine. Can I also build some not very good ones? But let's do this, I suppose. So Cassian Separatists 4. Overextension will be the reason. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to be accepting... I'm not going to be accepting Circassian as a culture, don't be silly. I'll probably be converting it later. I would like to have the Latvian stretch, to be honest. I get culture conversion costs from religious. Enlightenment gives an extra 15%. Or is it more than that? 25%. So I can get basically 50% culture conversion cost at Enlightenment, if the campaign does go so far. Not long left. January 1611. Changed because of my overextension, don't worry. There's no glitch in the matrix or anything. Oh, have we got a free stab? Which is very nice. Gives me a smidge more corruption reduction, as well as trade power and various other bits. So that's good. When you order gets diplomatic insult on Denmark? I think not. It only lasts 12 months. For one. And for two, 60 relations with everyone means that everyone's going to be closer to not joining the coalition. Or whatever. This is pretty nice. Nielsen, of course, is building a courthouse, so once the courthouse finishes, I'll then be able to make the core. Which is fine, gives me time to build up my admin power. I would like to change my mercs into regular army, but the problem is that I'm using quite a bit of their manpower pool. Or am I? Do I just build a 20-0-10 stack? I could do. What does it cost anyway? 20-0-10 for me right now. 20-10. One time cost 658 ducats. So with the loan, I could swap my mercs. Couldn't care about the CB against Moldavia. Here it comes. Polotsk is integrated. The name Livonian Order stretches, and that, as you can probably hear from the bing bing, is Baltic Crusader, a Teutonic or Livonian order. Own all of Russia and core provinces and convert it to Catholic. So now, here comes the fun part. I'm just going to click one, it doesn't really matter. So they've added... Right, they've made the modifiers more stronger. So if I take provinces like, I don't know, Riga, I need to turn off maintenance. So between Riga, Livland, I don't know, Letgalen, and Goldingen, there should now be... Oh. Yes, reform into Livonia. I was almost forgetting to do the important part. So look at us now. Look at that wonderful blue. So now, one of these types of... There we go. Handle them. Catholic becomes the new state religion of Livonia. Smolensk is unhappy with me because... reasons? There you go. I am now an elective monarchy. Nobility max privileges. Nah. Let's go curtail noble privileges. I think I'll just take expanded royal court here. I'm back to being the Pope. Part of the Catholic, sorry. So I'm going to once again take lands for the church. Let's take sustained discipline. Let's take royal decree, I suppose. I could go back to being theocracy, funnily enough. But I don't want to do that. I'm not bothered about absolutism necessarily, though. General Estates? Sure, that might be fun. Then I think it would be meritocratic recruitment, honestly. Or tolerance of the true faith and administrative free policies. Tolerance of the true faith. It's one of the two. So this gives burghers loyalty and influence. Reduces my corruption. Which is kind of in the pisser at the moment anyway. Let's go administrative clergy. And then economic matters will be embrace economic theory. So of course, because I've flipped religion, I'm no longer the Curia controller. It automatically gets passed back to the Pope. That's fine. At least I'm back to being 100% religious unity. There we go. Time for Livonia. Also, peace with the Ottomans. Nice. I can attack them. Do we bring everyone in again? Or should you not owe Livonia at least 10 favours? Really? I've used up that many favours? Wow. I'm actually impressed. Curry favours. General marriage. Not declare war. So now, of course, I am in the family way. I'll now lose stability whenever my ruler dies. Fine. But I can choose, of course, to change to somebody else's dynasty. Let's upgrade this. There we go. Where are we going? Poznan? Yeah, okay. I should have done what I was debating to do and move it. That's fine. Lübeck, Brandenburg. That's fine. You guys can join a coalition. It's not going to be much of one, I dare say. I'm not going to drill my army. If I just do this... Yeah. I'll need to take the mercs out, I think. So yeah, the coalition's north Germany, kind of, plus no guy who really cares. Whatever. But doesn't that look so much better? I mean, it will look even more wonderful, of course, once I remove Smolensk. I didn't even run through ideas yet, have I? Sorry. So, Livonian ideas. We now start with 5% discipline and max 2 promoted cultures. We finish with goods produced. There's some crappy colonial stuff in here. Infantry combat ability. I keep the dev cost morale of armies. Awesome. Bit of trade power. Stability cost and loyalty equilibrium. Awesome. Morale of navies. Tolerance to heretics and maximum tolerance for heretics +1. So I lose my amazing tolerance to the true faith. But, you know, not awful. So there we go. That's how we're looking. Let's set this to protect trade in the Baltic Sea, and I'll just go to port during war. So what would I then take from Ottomans next? Just more of the same? Yeah. I would like another war against them, honestly. Let's grant generalship. Also, missionary strength, missionary strength, missionary strength. National tax and missionary strength, tolerance to heretics. Back to having, well, you can see I'm not quite at the base 16% I was. I've taken out 2 from Inquisitor, by the way. So I lost a little bit of missionary strength, but honestly, plus 12 is still really good. So I have 3, 4, 3, 1. You've got to sit here. You can do this. Right, I'm at 10 favours now with Austria. Austria in debt and they're cruel. So now they're asking for stuff, huh? I have too much debt to be able to help them out. The leader is cruel. The leader is also 27. It's a long time to be cruel for. For the promise of land. I think I'm too interested yet. Let's just sit around a little bit. Vital's manufactory is still building. Romanian particularists, thank you very much. Also, instead of Smolensk, the next one to go, of course, is Pomerania. September 41. You know what? Let's just start it. I'm not gonna be losing much Diplo power, so I will be able to get some Diptychs. We know, try to. So my capital moved back to Leafland. Because when you form Livonia, it forces your capital back to Leafland. Huh, doesn't matter which one of the two it is, I suppose. I still need to gain 10 of each power a month. Which I think should be solved, quite honestly, when... Oh, Revelations guy. It will be solved when I swap to somebody else's... dynasty, I think. Also, I'm probably going to have to fight Burgundy now. So, we've done Baltic Crusader. Next. Almost Prussian Blue. So yeah, I am actually going to have to fight Burgundy. Austria's one province here is just outside of what I need. Wherever they had it, I think. Oh, okay. They're not in my needed territories. That's okay. I think what I might end up doing is eventually swapping this state and religion one for maintain balance of power. So I do actually want that extra diplomat, I think. And I'm just gonna keep my units on that. There we go. Continue to earn some money, quite frankly. I'm not going to help this war, but my subjects might. Isn't the colour so much nicer? Even though I also do like Kievian. Kievian's quite a nice colour. When I said Kievian, of course I meant Kievian blue. I wasn't really specifying. That's what I meant. Putting this out on Poznan. I might go and fight them. Maybe. So yes, I will be embracing economic theory next. So there is also this Lockean proviso. I'll go for embrace economic theory. Then once I've dealt with my loans, I'll then swap to the Lockean one, rather than economic theory. So I think I'll do it. So Pomerania's not really got a time frame to which I have to annex them in. I just want them in my land. So I can start bordering people for real. Really? Let's spend some papal influence here. Also, it keeps my Curia powers costs that I assigned when I was papal controller. They don't get the opportunity to swap because their ruler hasn't died. It's just that the papacy was handed back to them because I was no longer part of their religion. Which is rather cool. So, can I get any good... I mean, Diptech 17 is probably not going to happen until like the late 18th century, let's be honest. It'll be like 1770 and it'll be Tech 15. You just know it. Okay, minus 42%. I think I might activate my units and just go fight. It's also bugging me. This is a 27015 stack. It's finally bugging me. So I'll fix that. Yeah, they're running away. Poznan? Are you sticking on there, Magdeburg, or what? You are. You're still rather adamant. Alright, see ya. I don't even need full row here. I just kind of destroy. I believe? Or is that blind confidence? It might be blind confidence. Here comes everyone else to help fill out my rows, I suppose. And that was a stack wipe. Awesome. So I can just go back to Leafland. This is why I didn't mind too much about the losses. I'm just going to go back to Leafland. Regain my troops. Do nothing. And of course turn it into a 30-0-10 stack. Maybe eventually a 30-0-15. Unless... Right. Austria no longer need the Promise of Land. Let's go deal with this. I'm just going to ignore this war here. Let's once again holy war the Ottomans. And I'll deal with this next time. So, for now, peace out.